So this started as, well, it didn't start out. It is a Valedictorian to Salutatorian speech that I wrote, but it got denied. So, but I still thought it was good, so I'd like to share. All right. There are currently 7,048,000,000 people on the planet, and 837,000 of them live in San Francisco. Out of those 837,000 people, 1,300 go to Sacred Heart Cathedral. Out of 1,300, 315 of them are sitting here today wearing a funny cap and gown. There is a theory scientists have created called the 6 degrees of separation. This is the idea that, and I quote, any person on the planet can be connected to any other person on the planet through a chain of acquaintances that is no more than 5 intermediaries. This means that out of 7,048,000,000 people on the planet, if you know just 5 of them, you are only 6 steps away from theoretically meeting all of them. This takes this term, friend of a friend, to a whole other level. So as I stand here next to my fellow classmates, a class of a whole lot more than 6 people, I like to think I must know everyone on the planet by now. Again, this is all theoretical, but anyway, I would like to share with you a few of the steps I've taken to meet these people. 4 steps in particular. Step 1, freshman year. I walked through the doors of Sacred Heart Cathedral with an eagerness to meet new people, but a fear of falling short. My backpack is wider than I am tall, and my freshly washed freshman orientation hoodie smells like laundry detergent. I meet tons of new people, a lot more than 6. 6 hardly covers the number of Chris's in our class, let alone the friends I've made this year. But just as I am beginning to step off my freshman high horse, sophomore year hits, and I think I run the school. Step 2, sophomore year. I think I'm cool because I'm no longer a newbie. I look at the freshmen I am forced to eat lunch with, and I think, there's no way I was that annoying. Though now I know I probably was. I know a whole lot more than 6 people, more than last year, including teachers, and I learned to savor my gum before Miss Nerney or Sister Francis make me spit it out. My freshman orientation hoodie is buried in the back of my closet where it belongs, since my freshman self is behind me and my new and improved sophomore self is ready to take on the world. Then bam, junior year, and any self-confidence I had gained goes down the drain. Step 3, junior year. Finally an upperclassman. No more orientation hoodies, no more having to deal with lower class lunch, and above all, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm on top of the world, but wait, what about colleges and APs and a job? You want a social life? Well, then you should have stayed a sophomore. I think I know everyone in my class there is worth knowing, and the homework that was assigned last week, I'll just do it the night before. But when do you sleep? Good one. But the late nights of collaborative homework and FaceTime study sessions allows me to meet new people and grow closer to the ones that I already know. I think none of my work will pay off, and I blame Miss Fry's insane amount of homework for my lack of sanity when it's really because I'm a junior, and to be sane during junior year is not an option. Step 4, senior year. King of the jungle. And if you walk through the hallways, you know they really are a jungle. I walk down the halls at the slowest pace possible because I know I really don't have to get to class until the bell actually rings at 3 chimes, if even then. Forget that freshman orientation hoodie and bring on the sweatpants that still smell like the beach because I forgot to wash them over the weekend. Mr. Sazzo sends out an email about dress code warnings, and I turn to my friend saying, we still have a dress code? The sleep patterns of my junior year haven't quite unfolded yet, and when I can go to bed a little earlier, I still find some way to stay up. Then Kairos happens, and all those people I thought I didn't need to know because awkwardly smiling at them in the hallway was enough, turn out to be pretty cool. Then the reality that I'm leaving this class hits, and I begin to wish that I had stepped off my high horse a little sooner. This class, with the strangely weird amount of Chris's, the Mandarin-speaking gymnast, the infinite amount of dress code rebels. I begin to realize I won't come to school every morning to the same faces that I've seen nearly every day for 4 years. I won't be able to go on blue morning coffee runs or white period corner store rates. Mr. Sanso's weird and somehow thought-provoking metaphors will no longer reminisce in my mind. I won't hear Coach Dunn yelling at his class down the hall, or hear Coach Peralta's advice to stay off the hippie lettuce. And thank God, I won't have to take another page of Miss Fry's notes. But above all, the thing that really gets to me is there will be no more Coach Poise water whenever I need it. As humans, we try to remember the good things and forget the bad, so when we get older, we forget what high school is really like. 4 years of high school, or rather the 4 steps, were not as smooth sailing as they were made out to be. I think that's why people say high school is the best time of your lives, not because it actually is, but because the friends and memories you create here are something that cannot be replicated. Just think, if you had been born a year earlier or later than the year you were born, think how different your life would be. Not only that, but out of the pool of humanity born in 1998 and 1999, 315 of us are here today in this theater listening to this speech, graduating at this very moment. 4 steps have gotten us through high school, but who knows how many actually got us to where we are today. Had my parents not met through mutual friends, I would not be standing here today, and a few of your lives would be a little more dull because I'm not in it. Though I'm kidding. Kinda. You're gonna meet 1,000 more people in college and the years to follow. Some through mutual friends and others by sheer coincidence, but the point is you have taken steps to get you where you have been, and they have taken steps to get them where they have been. And so I finish off with this. Recognize each mistake, each heartbreak, each failed paper, each new friend as a step that will lead you to where you need to be in your life. A friend of mine once said, "We all have galaxies inside us." This statement could not be more true, so I beg of you, class of 2017, do not contain your galaxies. Surround yourselves with people whose galaxies will not outshine yours, but brighten it. I pray that out of the other 7 billion galaxies that surround you, you do not forget the ones that have helped you to where you are today, the ones that have helped you through high school and the ones that will help you through college. Go out into the world. Take different steps with different people. Be that 6th person that makes the 6 degrees of separation possible. I like the steps I've taken class of 2017. I hope you do too.